So welcome back, everyone. This video was requested by a lot of you in the comments that wanted more information on this particular tool. What is it? Many of you had never seen anything like it before and want to know if I could kind of expand upon that. This would be a good opportunity to do that since I have to make a couple small repairs, modifications to it today. So we'll do that here in just a moment. So what this is it's called a beam drill. And this is something that would have been essentially designed for and used by timber framers back in the day before the invent of power tools. And the amazing thing about it, to me anyway, is that in my opinion, it's as relevant today as anything else on the market. When you really consider the whole picture as far as breakdown and cost and time and all that, it's a wonderfully it's an incredible tool. It's very easy to use and very, very efficient. And what it basically gives you is it's a drill press that you can bore straight into beams. Primarily what I'm using it for is to remove material from mortises. So I'm going to use it with one of two bits. Of course, the 1.5 inch, we'll talk about these here in a minute, and the 2 inch. I have found that it has no problem handling a 2-inch bit with very little effort. It's providing the bits are sharp and you have the right ones. It's a wonderful tool. Let me bring you in here close and kind of show you how the mechanism works. So as you can see, it's quite simple. It's basically what we have here is the same principle we have in an axle, rear axle for a car, using the gears to change direction. We're changing direction here and rotating the shaft, which in turn is turning the drill bit. Kind of a clever part of it over here is how you raise and lower it. So right in here there is basically a rack and a pinion type of a process that you flip over. If you can see that very well. Let me see if I'll move it for you there. Can you see that? Flips over, you'll raise the catch, raise it off the catch, release the catch, and then it will lower itself on this rack, which is basically the same thing that car steering has been using for a long time. Once you're ready to start drilling, you simply flip this out of the way, disengage the rack, and now it works independently. And when you want to raise it up, because it's pretty heavy, it's kind of difficult to raise up, you simply engage the rack. You have a drill bit. It grabs the teeth. It will just crawl itself up to the top, and the latch will catch. It's quite a clever little mechanism there. And the most important thing is having the right bits. It's not enough that they're sharp. They've got to be kind of the right design. And I'm not an expert on this, but I know I've tried some of the newer ones, like the auger bits that are designed for high torque power tools. Because when you're getting into bits that are 1.5 inch, and this one here 2 inch, that's a big bit. That's a lot of wood to take out. And the size of the drills that it takes to do that, just look at the drills that are designed for electricians, for example, that are used, or plumbers for boring through framing material. I mean, they're big, powerful drills. To turn bits like this beam drill will easily do that, providing you have the old style bits. Now this here is a treasure beyond treasure to me, and I'm very fortunate to have 2 of them. Back when I first got into timber framing, I found 2 of these in the original box that were unused. They still had that rubber, I don't know if it's Cosmoline or what it was on there. They'd never been used, and they are brilliant. They're brilliant. They work perfectly with the beam drill. They have the dual cutters right there, you see, there and there. So what that does is it comes into contact before the blade and it scores a circle. If you watched in the videos closely that I uploaded recently, you'll see that it scores a perfect circle on there. And then when the auger goes in and starts cutting the fibers, you don't get any tear out. You get a clean hole. They're really wonderful. I've had lots of people ask me, where do I get these? I don't know. I can't tell you. I've looked. I've been trying to find the equivalent of this in a 2 inch without success. I mean, I just haven't found it. The other important thing with this is to be able to have a really prominent auger screw right there, which essentially does the work for you. It pulls the tool down into the wood, so you don't have to exert a lot of force and pressure on it. So that's really, really important as well. Do they make brand new bits today that work as good as these old ones for the beam drill? I don't know. I haven't been able to find any. If you know, if you know of where they can be purchased, I would be all ears. Here's the 2-inch one. Now this one is one that I don't use as often, and you can see it is not as clean. It's not going to leave as clean a hole because it doesn't have those cutters on there. You can see there the difference. There's no cutters. Those little wings that stick down make a big difference for a clean hole. But if you're cutting 2-inch mortises and they're going to be covered with shoulders or hidden, it doesn't really matter. And what I've done to mitigate that is just to score it with a knife before I cut, and it works just fine. And this has been a good bit too. So not everything is sunshine and roses with and this was a Milwaukee brand. With the Milwaukee brand bit, one problem I've had with it, which is a real serious problem, is that it's too short. So here's what I mean by being too short. So if we check this up in here, we can see we have almost a foot, 11 inches or so, of space that the bit has to go down to before it starts cutting. Once it makes contact with the timber, it can actually only cut just under 3 inches, which that's not deep enough for a mortise. Many times mortises, even on this small project, I'm needing mortises that are 4 1/4, and it won't do it. I have to finish it off by hand. The original bits would have been 14 inches long, and I don't know where they all went, or I just haven't been able to find any. As you can see here, the 2-inch bit, it's getting a lot better, because then I'm only losing a couple, maybe 2 inches there, 2 1/4, and then it goes down, and it will go plenty deep. I've never had a problem with that. But my bread and butter, the one that I like the most, is really handicapped by its length, or its lack of length. And we can also see here, another thing that's really important is that it's all about being efficient. Timber framing and saving time and effort, I'm always thinking about that. And you can see here, well, you can't see it, but there's an index on here that tells you how far you've gone down. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's basically a ruler etched into the slide rails there. So what would be nice is that, let's say that I bring this down when I'm setting this up, and I'm going to cut a series of 4-inch mortises. I can bring this down, I can adjust the shank to whatever. Let's say we adjust it right there in 7. Now I'm watching this, and so when the top of the carriage goes down, I can tell from the operator's seat there that I'm deep enough without taking it out and taking the time and putting a combination square down there and all that. So I want to be able to utilize that, and I want to be able to use this bit. So what is the solution? Well, here's what I'm hoping is the solution. So I looked all over and finally found a Milwaukee brand, which is really heavy duty, 5.5-inch extension that I'm hoping will fit. What this will do is that, I thought it was kind of nice that they're Milwaukee extension, Milwaukee bit. You know, I like the little things are important to me. I know they don't make sense, but what I'm thinking, hoping, is that this is going to be the solution. This is going to give us another 5.5 inches, plus the bit will be all that we ever need as far as depth goes. Boy, no one was going to steal that out of the packaging. And this is a quality piece right here. Milwaukee tools, isn't that nice? I found that on Amazon, and it was just the right length, 5.5 inches. So what I'm suspicious, I haven't checked it yet, but I'm suspicious that these shank diameters are not going to be the same. They are close, but I can tell already, it seems that this one's a little bit bigger. I think these are pretty much standardized now, meaning that they're pretty universal, all the same size, whatever that is. But these old, I just noticed something. It came with an Allen. Nice, good job, Milwaukee. It came with an Allen screw. This is what will hold the bit in there. So you can see, now we're essentially going to be extending that bit another 5.5 inches. But as I suspected, this is not going to fit in, is it? Oh, wouldn't that be sweet if it fit in there tight, press fit like that? Ooh, I thought we were going to have to file all that down. But I'll bet, let's see if we can't just pound it down on there. You know what, I don't want it that tight because I wanted to take it off. Let's dress this up a little bit with the file. Maybe what it is you can see that there's some little, burrs and things on there from tightening on the chuck. Let's put this file just to take it down a little bit and see if it won't press fit tight in there. Then, man, that would be something, wouldn't it? So if you guys have been thinking about doing a French cleat organization system on your shops, I would encourage you to do so. A lot of guys are doing it, and I'm hearing back good things. I don't need to hear back good things. I know it's good. And this little machinist vise, you're just having it in here, and when I need it to be able to quickly, what am I doing? I'm talking and not thinking. Where I can grab it quickly and use it for projects like this, or just the value of being organized. I'm just loving it. You know, before I would have wanted to do this and I wouldn't have a file in here, or I wouldn't know where it was at, and I'm organized, and then I'd be looking for my file card and everything. It's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. Okay, so let's just clean that up a little bit. We'll just take a little bit of that little material off there. Now we don't want to take it off just one side. We want to take it off equally, because if we're not equal, you know, it can wobble and spin, you know, incorrectly. But we'll just use remove all the black kind of the oxidization off there, and that'll kind of tell us that we're close. It's a nice file there. Okay, here's a moment of truth. Is it gonna fit in there? We've got our set screw, cap screw backed out. Oh, look at that. I thought it wasn't going to be a big chore. That is perfect. It's just almost a super tight press fit. All right, so I'm going to do chance of, well, look at, now we got a nice bit down there, heavy duty too. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. These things will walk out on you. I will always I'm going to put a little drop of blue Loctite on there, thread locker. As a rule of thumb, blue is kind of hard. Oh, this is red. Do I want red? Yeah. If you do have a problem getting it off, you can just heat it. Put a little heat on it. It'll come right out of there. But I just don't foresee needing to take this off of here probably ever. I can sharpen it. Here you can see. This set screw will just hold that securely in there. Oh, this is going to change everything. I can't tell you how long I've fought with this and countless hours looking for a 14-inch bit. Now I don't need one. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. All right, let's see how it works. Okay, this is going to be wonderful. All right, so I need to go up there. I guess we can go right up there to the shoulder now. Now we have so much room to spare. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm with you guys that commented that the chrome-plated crescent wrench is not the suitable tool to, should have a hand-forged wrench hanging on a little piece of leather there, wouldn't you think? Okay, so now, actually I'm a little premature there. So what I'm hoping to do here now, so let's say we want to be drilling, right? So I'll snug that up there. We'll take this off the catch and come down. Now it's in contact with the wood. All right, now I can see right there to the top we're 1.5 inches. And so what that tells me now that I can watch it and judge the depth of my mortises. So problem solved. Man, that's wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay, there's one last thing to do, little simple task, and then we'll. I think we should be ready for to put it back to work. So I also noticed when I was using it yesterday that it was a little bit wobbly on the beam. I could feel it. You probably saw that in the video. It was wobbling around a little bit, and I didn't remember it being that way before. So I flipped it over and I saw what the problem was, and it's missing a piece of its leather. So I sure is well put together. So look at these little pads of leather that were on here. There's 6 of them. One of them had come off and was missing, and it was wobbling right there. So I thought, oh, I should probably put a new piece of leather on there, and we'll do that right now. You guys are gonna like this. So my new friend and subscriber Klauka, he sent me 2 priority boxes full of all sorts of leather scraps. Look at that. I mean, there's glove leather. Look at this one. Isn't that nice? That's looks like deer hide right there. There's glove leather. There's big heavy duty stuff. It's for me, it's just invaluable. It's for all those little projects that I have, or making little sheaths and things. Here's another one. There's 2 full boxes of them. All sorts of light leather, all sorts of nice leather. There's right there. Look at that. That's buckskin right there. I mean, doe skin maybe, and that's fine leather right there. I'm really grateful for that. So what we need to do is to find something that's the same thickness. This is pretty thin stuff. It looks like that's about it right there. Let's match that up. So I found a piece here that's just about the perfect thickness. Little scrap there. Looks like somebody had stitched that or something. And that will be just right. So we'll just kind of match that oval shape there. So this beam drill, I forgot to mention, when Mrs. W and I, we went down to, where was it, San Francisco? For some meetings, our first set of meetings, or first time we'd been down to the YouTube campus. And we organized my friend Crossbow, fellow YouTuber, organized a meet and greet. We had a nice dinner, and a whole bunch of subscribers showed up. And they, many of them, I'm sorry I don't remember everyone's names, pitched in and bought this beautiful beam drill for me. That's where I got it, and presented that to me, and then shipped it up because we weren't able to take it on the plane. It was a very nice gift. I've always been very grateful for that. They're pretty hard to come by. They're still out there, but they're pretty expensive. There's even an all metal one that I've seen in books and things. That I've never seen one in person, but is really, really nice. So not very good at that shape there, am I? Got a little bit short. They'll flatten out those edges there. I think that will work right there. So one thing I keep in the shop that's just handy for a million different things, I just love this product, is 3M, Minnesota. Super 77. Super 77 is a spray adhesive that I just use it for everything. And it's wonderful for things like this, for just when you stick on. So it sticks leather, it sticks foam. I can put a little on there. A million different things. Really good for foam and leather. It doesn't handle water very good. If you put it in something that gets wet, it will let go. I use it on my sharpening stones, and you'll work for a few sharpenings, and then they let go. But it's pretty easy to fix. Now we'll put it up here and let the weight of the beam drill help to set that deal. So one last thing I'll show you that it does, maybe it wasn't clear, and that's that if you loosen these wing nuts, it folds down. Folds down. Does that rest in there? Do I have to take the bit off? Oh, you get the point. But it makes it a lot easier to carry and to stow, put it in a box when you're traveling, and less likely to get damaged. And so what I'll do is just use, it's important for this to drill straight up and down, and I'll just use my combination square, and then you can just set it up here and square it with the base. So. And that way you are drilling straight down. We're at a perfect 90 off your beam. So that's it. That's the beam drill. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for hanging out and helping me get everything fixed. And we'll see you on the next video.